What scares me about it is what they're doing to children. You know, and I know you got the fucking joke on your show about break out the dick saw. I remember you said that. I was like, Jesus, Bill, you just went hard. But I'm so glad you're doing that, because there's no one else on late night television that's ever gonna fucking do that other than you.
Oh yeah,
but it's terrifying that they're calling it gender affirming care when it's really childhood mutilation. Before you have the ability to figure out what permanent means, you're fucking 7 years old. You can't get your face tattooed.
No.
You can't go to war. You can't get married. There's reasons for all that stuff. You're too young. And this idea that you should be able to make life-changing choices like hormone blockers, which are, A, not reversible, no matter what the fuck they say. They say it's reversible. No, the changes happen to your body during puberty, and if you stop those changes, that change is you can't reverse that. You're going to have a micropenis. You're taking estrogen while your body's developing. You're blocking your testosterone. If you're doing all that stuff, it's going to have an effect on your body. Now, if you're happy with that effect and you don't care, okay. But how many people aren't? And how many people are young? And how many detransitioners are there who have horrible stories? And you're a monster and a bigot if you even bring that up, which is fucking insane.
No, I couldn't agree more. They're so cavalier about the medical repercussions.
Right.
Now, as with all of these things, if this country wasn't so ridiculously polarized, we could come up with some reasonable view on it, which is trans a real thing? Of course. Are some people born in a body that, for lack of a better term, you're born in the wrong body, or your sexuality doesn't match what's in your mind gender-wise? It does happen. And some of it is trendy. Some of it is just a TikTok challenge that got out of hand.
Yeah. I mean, but kind of.
Okay.
It's a social contagion.
But even if I was, now this is just me, but I'm allowed my opinion. If I was 100 billion% convinced I was born in the wrong body, I still wouldn't do anything to my body, because medical considerations come first. The idea that you can just take some sort of puberty blockers or just snap on, snap off organs without really hurting myself medically and taking years off my life is ridiculous. And so I would somehow make it work with the equipment I was born with, because we're just not that advanced medically to make it work and still be healthy.
Yeah, but the woke perspective is this: they have these terms like gender affirming care. And it sounds so wonderful.
Yeah.
Gender affirming care.
Like body positivity.
It sounds like something hugging you.
Yes, it's Orwellian.
Someone's helping you. They're they're affirming your gender, they care about you, they're hugging you. It sounds good. But
this is what Orwell said: when you control the language, you control the ideas.
Yes.
It's
fascinating.
You call it body positivity, you call it gender affirming care, and the ideas follow, or what people think are ideas.
How much heat did you take for the dick saw joke?
Oh, a lot. I mean, that whole editorial was basically calling into question basically what you were saying. And the point that I found people had a hard time arguing with was, if this is all real, why is it regional? Why can you go to a dinner party in Los Angeles with like 10 people and half of them have trans kids?
Right.
And that would never happen in Indiana. Now, maybe some people in Indiana are afraid to come out. That could be true, too. I'm sure it is, to some degree. But it's just ridiculous that it's a regional issue to this degree. So obviously, and I know people who say, oh, yeah, at my school, all the kids want to be trans. It's just not cool to be straight anymore.
Right.
You know, it's like every generation has to find a way to say to their parents, who gave you everything, fuck you.
Right.
Whatever you do, I'm going to do different. And for a lot of kids, that now is just gender. My stupid, lame parents think that humans are male and female. Gross. I'm fluid. Okay, but like you say, you know, when you get a little older and you've mutilated your body, maybe that'll be a decision you're happy with, and maybe it won't, but there's no going back.
No going back. No going back. Yeah, it's terrifying. It's just terrifying that it's also something that people are making money of.
And this is the one thing I really don't like about Biden, is the way, and I know you really hate him, I don't hate him, but the way he just goes along with shit like this. I feel like he doesn't really believe in it. He's just like an old guy who doesn't quite get it. You know, the kids are doing what? But he's like the husband, you know, who doesn't really understand what the kids are into,
Right.
but he doesn't want to start a big fight about it. So when the wife says, honey, the kids want to cut their dicks off and tear down a statue of Lincoln, he's like, yeah, oh, fine, okay, I'm watching the game, leave me alone. And so he just goes along.
Yeah.